this loads up properly. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And this week, let's not let, I guess it is a full podcast now with Black Clover's schedule. We got a full podcast for you guys. I personally, guy like me, totally forgot. That's why you don't see Chainsaw Man in the thumbnail this week. My bad. But hey, it should be a good one nonetheless. We got some pretty good chapters this week, if I do say so myself. But of course, I'm not alone. I have my ensemble of excellence here with me, but let me go down the list here. Let me introduce everybody. That is not the proper one. This is it. We have the Cookin' Taco. We have the Adam, aka Jigga, whose channel is linked down below. Make sure you guys go check that out. He just dropped a wonderful video featuring me. So if you don't go watch that, we're gonna suplex you. We're just gonna end your life. So make sure you watch it and tell all your friends about it. And of course, we have the Ty. We have the Silver. We have the me. Hey, how's it going? Did I mention I'm in Adam's new video? And of course, we have the Zenith Annie Manga, whose channel and Patreon is linked down below. Make sure you guys go check those out if you can. He also just dropped a video. Make sure you guys go check that out, or we're just gonna kill you. There's no other way to say it.
Violence.
It's just how it is, you know. Support the cause.
We're not sugarcoating it.
Yeah, support the cause. Speaking of supporting the cause, though, you guys are fucking hilarious. We were reacting to chat. Hey, shout out to I Hate Zenith in chat. That man has a Mangekyo Sharingan, bro. Oh shit, that is dedicated hating.
Respect where it's due.
That is dedicated hating. I respect it, man. I'm so proud of y'all. Damn.
You are all growing well, our young Padawans.
The hateocracy is growing so well. I'm really proud of you guys. I will say, for my little announcement before we stream, my internet has kind of been acting up. So if it lags a bit here and there, hopefully it's not too bad. I'm hoping it's not like the old days where it just like craps out. But we're gonna see. It's been acting up for me for some reason. But hey, the show must go on, as the saying goes. But is there anything you guys would like to say to the people before I read these comments?
No, I'm cool.
No.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. We have Kaneki saying, "What's up, peeps?" Also saying, "Sailor's NPC dropped one of the best quotes in my Demon Slayer campaign. Even if you choose to run, fleeing and leaving everything behind, what good does it do you when you have no peace of mind?" I'm fucking jazz snapping right now, man. Yo, I'm cooking. God damn. Even in alternate timelines, I'm him. Crazy. This is insane aura, chat. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree? I'm so great. Weary Exile saying, "Hello, Grand Sage Sailor." Why are you saying Grand Sage like I'm old, bro? Hold on. Hope you bless us today again with your eternal wisdom. Well, shoot, you got me blushing. And long-lived knowledge. You could just say knowledge. You didn't have to say long-lived. And hello.
No, I think long-lived is
We can leave that out. We'll edit that out in post. And hello, ensemble of eminent prolongation with your immaculate punctuality. We were rather on time, as always, weren't we? Kaneki then says, "I dropped a hard-ass bar, and then I immediately went back to being a lazy blacksmith." Hey, that sounds like me. That sounds like me, man. You know what I'm saying? I cook, and then I leave. What else do I got to do? The meal's done. Why would I need to stay in the kitchen? Zero saying, "Dan, they are truly the fraudulent ensemble of procrastination." Damn, bro. That's dedicated hating.
Our title just keeps getting longer and longer.
We're gonna have that fucking Bubble Bass order title at some point, bro. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be great. Let me see. Gadagi says, "I Hate Zenith" is on some stink meaner timing. That's real. That's real shit. There's a bigger hater in the shot than Zero. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Zero is defending his honor, saying, nah, that username is wild. I know Zenith is washed, but come on, my goat be treated like this. So, okay, see? You have an ally now, Zenith. This is character development from Zero.
This feels more like, enemies are your enemy type stuff, but I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, bro. Kaneki saying that you're a grade 2 sorcerer as well. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. You're getting some backers in chat, man. Shout out to the donation, by the way. I'll read that and then scroll up and see the rest of the comments. Kaneki saying, just got Spectrum and friends went, how's it feel to tell time without needing a sundial? Get it, Sailor? Now hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You could have just left out that last part and I would have been like, oh, congrats to you. I don't know what that is because I am eternally youthful, but I would look it up.
Like using carrier pigeons.
Well, first off, not me. I'm very youthful. I'm hip. I send emails. I do that. Upgraded from fax. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
You send emails? Damn, you are old.
we gotta cover that, bro.
I have not sent an email in fucking years, bro.
God, man, that's why you never pick up what I'm putting down, bro. You don't check your inbox. Fuck. Damn.
Sending me emails.
Damn, bro. Fuck.
First of all, get out.
Your ankles are virtually broken.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm just letting you know what I do. Sage saying people are stepping up their hating game. Yeah, bro. Hey, it's dedicated hating. Zero saying, I can't believe it's someone really trying to take my title as king of the haters. Damn. Weary Exile saying, where is Dragon? Is he still trying to cover himself sweating against Smoker in Logtown? Or is he posing and staring east again? Damn. Dragon Slayer even on this week? That's crazy. Damn. Weary Exile then saying, the strongest hater in history, Zero, versus the strongest hater of today. I hate Zenith. Their battle will be legendary. Hey, man. Hey, Zero then says, Zenith Senpai, my washed goat noticed me. Hey, man, there you go. See? You got some backers. See? Zen-chan is even becoming canon in chat. It's a pretty good thing.
Is that the second uplifting comment that called you washed?
It's not a great pattern, to be honest.
Listen, I think grade 2 Zen-chan, we're upgrading. We might throw him in the dryer sooner rather than later. I'll have to ask the hateocracy, but he may not be washed anymore.
They're hitting you with the he's mid, but I like him.
Damn, bro, damn. Hey, man, I choose to believe in the good in chat. Chat has never slandered anybody.
Never.
Yeah, never.
What is this revisionist fucking history?
Damn, Hardy Hologram coming in hot saying grade 2, quit being nice. Zenith is whatever Ichiji is. Damn, bro. Zenith.
The driver.
Fight back, bro. God, Zenith, get your shooters out in the field, bro.
But one of these podcasts, we're just gonna have to fist fight the chat. We just have to settle all this.
If you comment enough, we will fly out and jump you, Jujutsu Kaisen style. Hey, that's just how it is.
200th episode, fighting our chat.
200th episode is around the world live stream. We are traveling across the world like it's fucking Street Fighter 2, and we are fighting you. That's
yeah, what we said earlier, we will kill you. We are
Damn, bro, damn. Get ready to say, Zero stocks are hitting different. True. Adam also left a comment down there with an emoji. Now you guys have no excuse to not check out his channel. You should do that. Weary Exile saying, damn, Sailor is a fraud. He forgot Chainsaw Goat Man. Wow, we really fit that one in, huh? Could not have been me. Hey, man, listen. Listen, man. Listen. Things happen, you know. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody feels that way. You know what I'm saying? In the philosophical words of one Hannah Montana, I think we should just, you know, remember that. Let me read the
I was
rest
gonna
of these.
sing along with you, but I mix up every single Disney Channel theme song, so
Listen,
I couldn't.
if you started singing, I'm exposed. Those are the only parts of the song that I know.
Good for you.
Zero saying, Sailor, I hereby proclaim you to be the king of frauds. Damn. I'm a special grade fraud. That's crazy. Damn. Sailor is truly the strongest fraud / bum in history. Damn, I am one Sakuna timing. That's awesome. Damn. Weary Exile said, damn, Sailor's internet is also fraudulent. Should have expected that. Listen, these are accusations I can't fight against. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's just
When
real.
you succumb to the shit internet allegations.
Tyler dropping some positivity in chat, as chat always does. He says, whoever is reading this, I hope you find some money on the ground when you go outside. Shouts out, man. We appreciate you. Hopefully you find that money. You take that money. You deposit it into your account. You go to patreon.com/thezenith and you subscribe to one of the tiers. You should do that. Or I read that donation already. Bless you, Tyler. I could use some money right now. You know what else could use some money? patreon.com/thezenith.
So organic.
Hey, man. Hey,
Bro,
you just had to.
born salesman.
Gotta put the homies on. But thank you, Tyler. We very much do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys do go out there and find some money whenever you get out there. Tyler also saying, I hope the universe blesses you, blesses your pockets. Hey, man, we appreciate that. Let me see. Weary saying, damn, those American Eagles. I already have democracy here. Hey, man, shouts out. We love democracy. Sorry, I joined late. What are we talking about? Oh, nothing. We're still in the yap session right now, Aaron. We're about to transition. Yeah, you've come in at a good time. We're about to transition, but this is the yap session of the pod right now. Sailor really said he's hip in front of the hose, no less. Hey, damn, bro. Hold on. You know? Damn, bro, you gotta expose me like that. Shit.
Taylor said he was hip in front of the hose, so I spiked his shit with the T-virus.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Hey, Zero saying call yourself hip affirms that you get no hose or paper, Sailor. Damn. I'm
Jesus
getting cooked
Christ.
by chat now. Damn. Kaneki said, bro, I found a nickel in the washing machine. Thanks, Tyler. Shouts out. Tyler already spreading the blessings. Let me see. So Zenith is tight on money? Yikes. Well, no.
Why do you think?
But these projects cost money. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah, man.
Tyler then saying, what was that Patreon, good sir? I don't think I heard that properly. Listen,
Let
it
him
is
know.
patreon.com/thezenith. But even if, you know, I'm having some trouble typing that out, Sailor. I'm not sure if I can dual things right now, right? I'm listening to your lovely, sweet voice. I don't think I can pull myself away. Well, that's okay, chatters, because if you scroll right down, you're going to go in the description. You're going to see right beneath his Twitter link. You're going to see the Patreon link. You're going to click that link. You're going to look at all of the wonderful content, all of the wonderful tiers and say, by God, I wish I could subscribe to them all, but I can only choose one. And then you'll contemplate, should I make a burner account? But you'll say, wait, I need to hold off. And then you'll subscribe to one of those tiers. You'll tell your friends about it. All of them will subscribe to the tiers. World hunger will be solved. It'll be a great thing, man. It'll be wonderful.
That's not one of my benefits. Don't. That's not one of my benefits. I legally cannot promise that.
Fuck. Well, we take back that world hunger part, but everything else will be great. Everything else will be wonderful. When aren't we a Yap session? That's true. But also right now, actually, let's transition into the first chapter of this week on the podcast. Finally, after like 15 minutes of Yap. It was fun, Yap, but let's get down to it. One New Pisua, chapter 1107. Fellas, how we feeling about this one?
Holy fuck, a lot happened.
Dude, so much.
This was such
a lot.
There's a lot.
Okay, so yeah, that's a question. Like, how do we want to go? Do we want to go down this page by page, or should we just get like the biggest bit out of the way?
We could just go through it. I think for One Piece, it's better just to go through it, like through the chapter, because there's just so much shit happening constantly.
Yeah,
that's fair.
All right, then yeah.
I like the Giants. Well, the thing I like about the Giants is they are like cream of the crop, top tier fodder.
Oh yeah, absolutely. S tier fodder.
Like when it comes to fodder, bet on Giants. But if they're fighting anyone who has like any type of clout, they fold quicker than a fucking chair, bro.
Yeah. Them boys.
But for these dudes, they're more than enough. They
Yeah.
they got Henry Chin the 7th fucking sweating, bro.
Whoa. Hold on. I was about to call him King Crimson. That's not his name. It's Red King, bro. Not too much on Red King.
I mean, it's the same thing.
You're right, bro. Right.
He's a reference to an Ultraman kaiju.
Really?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's an Ultraman kaiju called Red King, and he looked ugly. Here, I'll send a picture of him then. Well, I can't in chat, but on the Discord, I can send it.
Okay. I want to backtrack a second from the Giants. I want to go to the cover page. Beppo is an asshole. Oh my god, bro. I didn't notice this because like when I first loaded up the chapter, shout out TCB, I've heard nothing but like, oh my god, this chapter is insane. So I just skipped right past it. I was like, I just want to read this. But when I was rereading it this morning, I was like, I just noticed what Beppo was doing. This man is pouring hot water into this poor snow leopard's mouth while he's sleeping. Dickhead. And then he's got a bat to bash him over the head once he wakes up, bro. That's a menace to society.
Ready for that Tom and Jerry shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That is a menace to society, bro. We need to lock him up, level 6 impel down immediately. But
that was reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it was really cool to see the Giants come back, especially getting Usopp's reaction. I'm happy.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah. I'm happy we got that, and him like thinking like, oh, thank God we saw them here, because I thought we'd go to Elbaf, we just wouldn't see him. It was very nice to get that, and also a little refresher. I like that too. I mean, real ones remember, but for people who skip arcs, this is for y'all, man.
Bro, I saw a tweet where it's like, bro, we supposed to know who these dudes are, and then the fucking quote retweet was like, you can always tell who has not read this shit. Like, they expose themselves every single week, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, man. God damn, they don't remember Oimo, Kashi, Tori, Bragi. Damn. L. But yeah, I like the little recap. It's just really cool to see the Giants again. Like you said, S tier fodder. My favorite.
I wouldn't blame anyone for getting Oimoy and Kashi.
Whoa,
Yeah, it took
I
you,
would.
man.
Hold on.
Like,
Those are my
Oimoy
goats
and
and
Kashi
coats.
are
I don't know, man. A lot of stuff happens during Ennis Lobby. I wouldn't say Oimoy and Kashi.
It does,
Oimoy and
but
Kashi are kind of like nothing. Like, but Little Garden is like Dory and Bragi are like the main thing going on there.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's impossible to forget them.
Yeah, of course. You can't really forget those guys. Those are like, well, not the first things you see in the series since they're deeper in, but like I'd say the first things that stood out to
Pretty
me.
early on. Yeah.
I mean, they're the first times we ever see a giant.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Very, very huge.
bro, look at Zoro struggling, bro.
Here we go.
Oh my god,
geez.
bro! Let me tell y'all, the power of base Lucci memes. The One Piece community is undefeated. Those shits are so funny.
Bro, my favorite is fucking Zoro fans are power scaling him like he's a fucking Dragon Ball character because they're like, nuh-uh, he's not going all out, bro. He doesn't have his third sword and his bandana on.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like, oh, Zoro's not trying. They're not all
he's like
swords, no bandana, no
He's 2
no
forms
four
away,
stars.
bro. He's not using hockey. He's like 3 forms away at being his peak power.
Well, that's my thing too, because Zoro is like, oh man, let's wrap this up. I'm in a hurry. Bro, throw on the silky. Like, where's your do-rag at, bro? Where's the third sword? Like, and he's saying, like, oh, I'm in control of this fight. Nigga, prove it.
The only type of like leeway I'll give Zoro is that, because I've seen people say that where it's like, well, why doesn't he just beat Lucci? Like, why doesn't he just fucking kill him? Well, you wouldn't kill him, but why doesn't he just like cut him and like defeat him? Lucci's an awakened zone, so it's very possible he would just get right back up, like pretty quickly. So I think Zoro's just keeping him there until it's like time to leave, and then he's gonna take him out and then leave, so they don't have to like worry about him anymore.
Maybe
That
but
could be the
way I
case,
see it-
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, he is fighting at like half power right now. But don't worry, once Jinbei gets there, he's gonna tell Zoro, "Oh, Zoro, oh, leopards are from Africa," and then he's walking.
Oh my god.
Zoro,
That is not at all where I
Nani?
thought that was going.
That's insane.
You are
Yeah.
crazy as hell.
Zoro's gonna get that fucking Super Saiyan amp. I won't let you. I won't let you destroy my world. That boy's gonna go crazy. Nani? Africa. Shout out Kaneki again, donating. Zoro with a bandana is like Yujiro with demon bag. Hey, man. Hey, they're both on demon timing. I respect it.
It's even better because when Jinbei shows up, he's gonna get the Fishman racism buff. So he's gonna get even more powered up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Rob
It's
Lucci
enraged.
is going to be like, what are you doing here, you fucking fish?
Yeah.
And then Jinbei's going to one-shot him. Yeah, I don't know. Because I thought, like, for me, I was like, maybe it's a thing where Zoro is, like, trying to get his shit off. Like, he's trying to, like, take it up to the next level. But, like, Lucci is just kind of pressing him enough where it's, like, it's not easy to do that. Maybe that's it. But then Zoro was like, oh, no, I'm in control of the fight. So I think in all likelihood, it, like your theory, Taco, about him just, like, waiting for when to take him out is likely. But it's also very funny to see this.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's
I've enjoyed
fucking
every fucking
hysterical.
moment.
Yeah.
Jinbei's gonna show up and Rob Lucci's gonna be like, "Get out of here, you fucking gill breather."
Oh my god. That nigga Rob Lucci's gonna
Government
invent new
official
words.
and racist. Love
Yeah.
to see it.
That nigga's gonna invent new terms
That's
of
the-
racism, bro. Crazy.
That's redundant.
Well, it's even better because like I love it's really good. It's always like funny when Zoro doesn't look cool and Sanji does look cool, but like it's even better when it's in the same chapter because that's when
Yeah.
like, bro, this agenda shit gets serious, bro. People are
We die about
dying.
this agenda shit, boy.
Die out here in the
People
streets.
fucking, they are
I-
not playing.
This agenda
saw a
shit
fucking
serious.
I saw a fucking tweet where it's like it's like Sanji on Elbaf and it's like score 0, assist 0, like just all zeros across the board. It's like, bro, they're pre-ordering hate. It's crazy.
I think I know which one you're talking about. The fucking 0.0 assist, fucking 28 minutes played or some shit like that. Like, just straight cardio, bro was doing nothing. Damn, bro. Yeah, they're pre-ordering slander out here. But hey, luckily,
Cardio.
it's nothing but cardio, bro. That nigga better have his Fitbit on, is all I'm saying. Count your steps. But hey, luckily, the stocks for Sanji have risen. I literally stood up out of my seat when I saw this shit, bro. This shit is so cool.
I don't know though. I will say because that was a really insanely cool moment. I love that, especially the way it's drawn when he blocked the laser.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't block it. He fucking like kicks.
He
it.
deflects it. Yeah, he
Yeah,
just
no, he
kicks it
flicks it
away.
But
Yeah.
I will say though.
Yeah, no, that was nuts.
He immediately says, "Love is stronger than light." I don't know about it. Well, how do you feel about that, Zenith? They got
Listen-
your man's, bro.
listen,
Your
listen,
man's right there, bro.
listen,
Look.
listen, bro. He don't got internet. All right.
I mean, he doesn't know.
You don't
How
know.
will he
You don't know.
They got your mans.
Dude, I thought that moment was fucking amazing because like even in Kizaru is fucking shaking.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I
even-
love that panel. He's like,
Yeah, that's
what
I
the
think it's
fuck?
like the most visibly shaken we've
Bro,
actually seen him.
because
Like, who can fucking
imagine,
blame him.
yeah, like imagine your Kizaru, right? Where first off, I love the detail of him just like shutting his eyes before he's about to do it. But imagine you're him. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna kill him. I'm just gonna kill him. You close your eyes, you open them back up. You see the coldest nigga on earth just kick that shit away. And you're just like, hey,
Like,
Fucking
you're still
Hawaiian
alive.
shirt
What
and
happened?
everything.
like, listen, because usually with Kizaru's light, like you either get hit with it or you do some other crazy shit like Luffy, like just eating the light or some bullshit like that. I don't remember someone just straight up punting that shit away. So him just be like, yo, hello? Hello, bro? And Sanji just
The
being like,
closest
yeah,
is like
love is strong.
Rayleigh saving the Straw Hats, but even still then, like, he just moved Kizaru's leg. He didn't, like, block the light or anything like that.
Well, another like cool little detail. I don't know if like everyone noticed this, but in the panel when he says "love is stronger than light," his eyebrow is flipped.
Yeah.
So he's in his. I don't think we have like a name for it, but he's in his like
Germa
enhanced
form.
state.
Yeah.
His like Germa
Super
enhanced
Saiyan
state.
2.
His
Yeah.
science
It's probably
mode, bro.
Super
I feel like
Saki too.
enhanced state is just better because well, he definitely would hate it being called a Germa.
His Vince Smoke mode.
Yeah. I was going to personally just call it sicko mode, but I agree.
Vince Sicko
Nepotism.
mode.
Nepotism install.
One of my favorite tweets I
Nepotism
saw this week-
install in Vince smoke mode or Vince sicko mode are fucking hilarious.
One of my favorite tweets I saw this week was like it was like all of the panels from Kizaru like fighting, like Whitebeard, fucking like all the like high like top tier characters he's fought in the manga and his like reaction, and he's always super like stone face or like he just doesn't care. And then it shows this panel and the fucking like
The sweat
the-
scaling,
it just
bro.
said, like, bro, nah, this level of glazing is outrageous.
I can
Oh,
imagine.
it was wild for this one.
I can imagine it's because all the fucking the big hitters that Kizaru is faced with so far are basically the One Piece old heads. Like he's probably fought with them 20 times already. He just don't care anymore. But he looks at the Straw Hats and he's like, "Nah, this is the real deal. That's them."
Yeah, right? Bro,
I
because
mean,
you gotta
honestly-
remember. Go ahead, Jigga.
I really do like the page afterwards that like Sanji just. It's like another Tuesday for him. He's just like, yeah, kick that shit away, and then just lights another cigarette.
Dude, I love whenever Sanji strikes that pose, dude. Just
Bro.
getting there,
I
lighting the
know
cigarette.
this nigga's about to put up Jordan numbers, bro. Whenever he does this shit, it's like Lil Wayne whenever he lights a fucking thing on track. Bro, when I see Sanji
Well-
do that shit, he's going crazy.
I really like because then Kizaru's like, I've got to at least take your heads back with me to save any face. And then someone said, you better start writing up your formal apology. I really like that. Like, One Piece characters talk so much shit when they fight.
It's
Like,
so
consistently.
great.
They're both sides are always talking mad shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
bro.
it's just like real life.
Yeah, man. Like, this shit is so great. Like, again, from Kizaru's perspective, is like, oh, it's the Straw Hats. You know, I dealt with these niggas in the past. You have a Luffy. You run into him. It's on sight. Luffy just, what's up, little nigga? Kicks you. And then you go, is like, all right, well, I'm just going to take out these people. I don't have to worry about Luffy right now. Then one of his right hands just comes up and kicks your shit away. It's like, yo, what is up with y'all for real? That shit is crazy.
Another thing I really like about this is that it is like it's Sanji and like Luffy like teaming up against Kizaru and Saturn. And I do think this is
Whoa,
very
don't forget
purposeful.
Vegapunk.
Yeah,
I
who's
will.
dying
I
in
will
the
forget
background.
you know what, Taylor? I will forget Vegapunk.
I didn't fucking see him there. Holy shit!
Dude, it's so fucking funny. 'Cause
Whoa.
even he's just like, I'm gonna sit this one out, bro. I'll just die.
Bro, I can't move. I'm literally dead.
It's just fucking corpse sitting there. I swear to God, it wouldn't be even funnier if it was like a Family Guy death pose.
Death to all Vegapunks, baby. Let's fucking go.
But I do think this is supposed to be kind of like reminiscent of like Luffy and Zoro on the rooftop. Like this is Sanji's like rooftop moment because especially because it's like that was during Wano, which is all about like samurai and swordsmanship. So it was like Luffy and Zoro fighting two top tiers, and now it's Egghead, which is all about science. So it's like Luffy and Sanji fighting two top tiers at the same time.
Yeah,
I think it's just further showing that Sanji and Zoro are the wings of the Pirate King.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's also like because Kaido and Big Mom are like the top tiers of like the pirate world of One Piece, while these are the top tier of the government world.
Yeah,
like the Marines and all that. So
I can't
It's
wait
really
for my
cool.
goat Sanji's bounty poster to be higher than Zoro's after this arc.
which
Yes,
makes
sir.
sense because Sanji is someone who is against royalty and governments, and then Zoro is a pirate hunter. So
Yeah, bro, it's all planned out.
Yeah,
Fight in chess.
yeah,
It
I'm
is the
putting
moment
things
Sanji's
together,
gonna be
bro.
truly the most
Don't
pain
you
in the
well,
ass.
Silver, you know I'm right.
One of my another tweet that I saw was like, "Bro, does Zoro even know what Kizaru looks like?"
Huh? Right.
They did meet, bro. They did meet.
They met, but like Zoro was like on the ground. Like I don't even know if he ever like looked up. He was like about to die.
Oh shit, bro! Did not even see it coming.
Yeah.
But besides that, we had Luffy punching the shit out of Saturn.
Which was great.
Oh, yeah.
I love that moment. I do think I don't know. It's hard to say between the Sanji moment and that moment, but I love when Bonnie's like, "I've been looking for you," and Luffy's like, "We've been together this whole time.
I've been here, little bro. Yeah.
I thought
love
you
that.
died.
Really
Yeah,
like
but I'm
that.
better now.
I bet you thought I was dead. Well, too bad. I'm alive. Yeah, no. I like their little interaction where he was like, "Listen, I got you. I'm gonna show you how to throw them bows for real." Lays him out. That was really cool, man. I'm really loving Bonnie and her interactions with the crew.
And on page 12, I especially like that little bit at the top of the page where we pan in between Bonnie, Kuma, and Vegapunk, because it just goes to reemphasize just what this punch means for them. Because like after all the shit Saturn put them through, to get as a witness, this moment is major for them. Them and more wisdom one, and I fucking love that.
Yeah, man. This shit was
Vegapunk
really good.
ain't witnessing shit, bro. He is dead.
Yeah, bro. Luffy's my Nika. He's a
I knew
fucking bro. He's the goat for a reason. You know?
You're
He's
so
my
right.
Nika. You're so real for them.
Let that
But
nigga
hey,
go!
speaking of real Nikas, let's talk about the Blackbeard crew, man. Holy fuck.
This
Okay,
was
yeah, that's the part I really wanted to get to.
Wild.
yeah.
Hey, man. W transition. But yeah, the Blackbeard pirates are making fucking plays, dude. First off, I just need to say, shout out Van Auger, Fortnite Duo's legend. This man has been everywhere. This dude loves jumping people. I respect it, bro.
Yeah.
He was out there on whole cake. Apparently, hey, anime is saying this nigga's one-shotting biscuit soldiers. Hey, yo,
That was
Usopp.
wild.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Usopp.
Usopp is in trouble.
You better get some
Yeah.
shit, bro. That is because that's wild. Hey, Van Auger was on a whole cake. Then he's helping out against Law. Now he's here, bro. Hey, all I'm saying, W right hand. This man is making moves, man. This man is making moves.
No, Van Auger is cool and all, but we got to talk about Katarina.
Yeah.
Actually coming in contact
No, I'm kidding.
after
Yeah,
Saturn,
we
because I want to remind everyone here that her power involves being able to transform into other people. And if it's activated by touch, the fact is she now has the power to transform into a Gorosei. That is fucking huge.
So a big thing about this too is, and I was talking about this with Taco, like when the chapter, like before this, right? And we were talking a lot about how there was a strong possibility. It's been talked about by a lot of people that Saturn probably gonna die this arc, Like that's been a major point of discussion. I am a lot less confident in that now. Because if he dies, that transformation's useless. You know, they just go into a government building. Hey, Saturn! Looking good for a man who was just in the ground. That's crazy.
Well, what if that shit gets hidden, bro?
They
Because
cloned him.
you have to remember
Now
they're
that's
under.
the other thing.
Yeah, they're
If
under
it get-
like cannon fire and bombs right now. So there's like no one else on the island, so no one could confirm it.
Well, that's the other thing is well, not specifically that, but the government, the world government loves to cover things up. So it would be interesting if, you know, Saturn dies, the world government tries to cover that up and they succeed, and that ends up really backfiring on them because of, you know, this
I
transformation.
personally like that the best.
I think that
would
would be really
cool.
interesting.
Yeah, I would really like that. Also, that page or that panel on page 15, like Katarina Devon in the middle. Look at her fucking hand. What is up with her finger? You see that,
Bro, not too
That
much.
shit's crooked as hell, bro.
whoa.
Not too much, bro. Not too much. You know,
Oh, bro, look at that shit. That
she's
shit-
a bit quirky. You know, she's just kind of, you know. Yeah, you know.
Hey, look, man, she's just a little bit different. That's it.
Bro, Van Auger had the coldest line in history just to be Usopp's victim later. That's crazy. I do love that line too. He's like, what are you guys really after? And he's just the world.
The world.
It's like,
Bro.
Eduardo.
This is the coldest nigga of all time because the paneling, he just walks up from behind Katarina, sits on a rock, just the world. Oh, that nigga knew he was cold. That nigga knew. Oh
That
my
fucker's
God.
so cold, he puts things in the fridge to heat them up.
God damn, that nigga knew he was him, bro. They posed for the camera and everything. He said the hoes on IG gonna love this. Golly. Yeah, man, that was super cool. Van Auger was really dope in that moment.
Aokiji got some competition.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
hell yeah.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was so cool. I was watching Morge's review of this chapter. Shout out Mr. Morge. And he brought up something that I was thinking about too, where we're reaching like the final saga and we have like the two potential end game villains and they're just like shit talking each other back and forth. And we just don't know who's it gonna be. Like it's so crazy to see the Blackbeard pirates pull up and just be like, we are coming for everything that you have. So keep that in mind. And then they just leave. Like,
See it, bro.
yeah, like it's so crazy to see that we have these two groups like interacting and the mystery involving the both of them. Dude, this shit
Oh.
is so good.
Let's actually run down the list.
Okay.
Because Blackbeard has two of the most powerful devil fruits in the series.
Yes.
He has a crew made up of some of the most dangerous criminals in history, to the point where some of them were erased from history.
Yeah,
were put in
the
level
world
6.
wanted to forget about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He has 3 of the road poneglyph rubbings. The only one he's missing is the one that's missing. The same one that the Straw Hats need.
Mm-hmm.
He has Pudding, who potentially can read the poneglyphs. I don't know. That's always been weird to me because it was like Big Mom believes that she'll be able to, but I don't like. We haven't seen it. Like we haven't seen any three-eyed tribe member like actually read the poneglyphs. So
To be
I don't know if
fair,
that's
it
like-
is a good theory considering their race was wiped out. So like
I
it is a
think
good theory.
I think she can.
Yeah.
Like if she does awaken her third eye, but to me that whole like that I don't know, that's always been weird to me.
Okay.
But so he has a way to read them potentially, and now with Caribou joining, he knows the location of 2 of the ancient weapons. Now here's the thing, that puts him on an equal level playing field with Luffy, because Luffy has the
Absolutely.
same. Luffy has 3 road poneglyphs, Robin, and he knows the location of 2 of. Well, he doesn't. I don't know if he knows. Shirahoshi is Poseidon, but Robin does.
Robin absolutely
So-
knows, yeah.
Yeah, so Robin knows the location of 2 of the ancient weapons, which she would just tell Luffy. And Luffy does know about Pluton because we had the panel of her telling him about it in Wano. But
I forgot about that. Damn.
Mm-hmm. So it's really interesting because Blackbeard, that's always been the case, but that's one thing I love about Blackbeard is he just keeps up with Luffy. Like no matter what, he's always there. Like Luffy can't really outpace him. And I still personally believe that I personally believe Emu will be the actual like final villain, and I think Blackbeard will be defeated before like the final conflict. Where as we stand right now, I personally believe that the Straw Hats and the Blackbeard Pirates both need the final road poneglyph, and that's it to get to Raftel.
You think they're gonna fight over that?
I think either they're going to fight over it, or they're both going to get it and then fight at Laugh-Tale for the One Piece itself. I don't know which one will actually happen, but I would like either. I think either would be really cool.
I mean, the way I'm looking at this now is that maybe either be more of like a three-way war at this point. Because like I feel like with this chapter, or we can see that Blackbeard definitely is making big moves against the government. And it's like a big part of that got brought up here, or is his special bloodline. And I feel like for a long time, a lot of people were assuming he had some special connection to Rocks, and there that whole thing, and whether or not he's aware of Emu's existence, because, well, obviously he's a historian as well. Also, I feel like all these movies he's making, especially now that he has Saturn in his pocket, or, well, the means of getting Saturn's power in his pocket, you know where I'm going. And it's like he's definitely got something major planned. It's like you don't just walk up to a Gorosei like that, just tap him, and then just boot. I mean, there's definitely more going on.
Mm-hmm. I can't really rule out the possibility that it'll be a three-way war for the like final war. I personally, it's not that I don't like that idea because I think it's really, really cool. But from a like reading perspective and from like an Oda writing perspective, I don't know if he could pull that off. Because Wano itself was so messy and there were so many ups and downs. Can you imagine a war between two Yonko fucking empires and the world government all at the same time? Now,
there's also
Oda's
Shanks too floating around.
Yeah, Oda's ambitious. We all know that. But to me, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if any writer could pull some shit off like that. That seems like a lot to tackle at once.
I think it's doable. That just sounds like hell on the weekly manga schedule. Like that's there is so much that goes into that. Like trying to write that on the fly. Like obviously there's planning involved, but like there's a lot of adaptability that's required with writing weekly manga, and it's like that just sounds so fucking difficult in that format.
Plus, Oda seems to think that he's nearing the end of the series. We all know Oda can't be trusted when it comes to accurately gauging how long the series will take, but he believes that he's getting towards the end. Wano took like 4 fucking years.
Yeah.
If the final war is between those 3 factions, that shit will take 8. Like, there's no fucking way. There's no way he's like being concise, you know. So that's to me personally. I think the Blackbeard Pirates. I think Blackbeard will be Luffy's final antagonist, like his final pirate antagonist, and then he will fight Emu, who's like the actual true final villain of the series.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what's gonna happen anymore. Like I was very certain on the whole like Blackbeard and Luffy are gonna fight at Laugh-Tale, but now that we have Katarina just potentially sneaking into the government, I'm not sure maybe that happens sooner and we still get that fight, but this throws a crazy ass wrench into all of my expectations, but in the best way possible.
I'll say this. For the reason why Katarina Devon would want Saturn, because inherently it just makes sense. It's like, yeah, he's a Gorosei member, he's powerful, having that piece is a good piece, but like, why specifically? Why would Blackbeard send them there specifically to do that? Because this is what they came for. Like she says, mission accomplished when she does it. There are 2 things I can think of to connect it to. One is Blackbeard's plan of turning Pirate Island into a government-sanctioned island. for whatever reason, he wants Pirate Island to be recognized and him to be the official king of Pirate Island so he can participate in the government. That's the whole reason why he kidnapped Kobe, and he wanted to use him,
I
as
forgot
ransom.
about
And
that, yeah.
assumedly, he'll probably use Garp in the same way, because I don't think Garp is dead.
Yeah.
Why he
Right.
wants to do that, I have no idea. My best guess is it's the exact same thing he did with Impel Down. He became a warlord, so he had access to Impel Down to free his crew. I think he wants access to Mary Joa. Now, why he wants to get into Mary Joa? I mean, it's probably related to Emu and the ancient weapons or something. The other thing that I think is an interesting theory, and I don't know if anyone's brought this up, and I can't remember. My memory on this specific topic isn't super well, so I might be forgetting some things. But the man marked by flames is the person that we have been told is most likely the key to the Final Road Poneglyph. They know where it is, or they're in possession of it.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who it was exactly, but someone theorized that maybe, I think it was Shiryu in the Aokiji flashback, where they're like, whoever has the Final Road Poneglyph, Shiryu was like, I think it has to be in possession of the world government.
Oh boy.
And I think other people have also
Oh.
theorized that the man marked by flames might be a part of the world government, and he's keeping the Final Road Poneglyph safe from pirates.
Mm.
If Blackbeard now has access to Saturn's likeness, he can get into Mary Joa and maybe find out
If that's true. or
who the
not.
man marked by flames is and where he's at.
Yeah. Probably just
And
like on some
that
in-and-out
would be-
shit. Yeah.
That would be Blackbeard's way of getting the Final Road Poneglyph, and then the Straw Hats will probably find some other way. I don't know how, but
Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably just maybe finding him first. I don't know, but yeah, it'll happen somehow, and it'll be really good. Yeah, no, this is all just super interesting shit, man. There are so many different possibilities that come from this. Like literally just a hand tap. It changes the game exponentially. It's
Mhm.
fucking insane. But yeah, then there's also Karibu letting him know about all this other shit. I imagine he's going to use the info as leverage to meet with Blackbeard. Do y'all think, because I've seen obviously comparisons to Bardo, do y'all think this is the start of like a grand fleet for Blackbeard? Because I thought he already had a fleet, right?
he
He
has a
does.
fleet.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
he has underlings.
Yeah, he's
Um,
not struggling in that regard. Like, he's good.
Yeah, niggas like being evil.
I think we'll definitely get a Caribou versus Bart.
Oh
this
yeah, we
moment.
got
I
him.
don't know exactly what'll happen, but I feel like he's definitely the Bart of Blackbeard's crew.
Fanboy
What an
versus
honor.
fanboy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Glazer
bro, the
versus
fanboy
Glazer.
wars.
Generational glaze off, bro. It'll be great. But yeah, man, this is just a really good chapter of One Piece, man. I fucking loved this one. This is my favorite chapter in a while, which is saying something because One Piece has been on a hot streak as of late. I've been loving it.
Been very good.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Mhm.
But is there anything else you guys want to say before we move on to our next chapter this week?
Nope.
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 All
covered
right,
all bases.
cool. We are gonna move on to the next chapter. Then I have read the comments in chat. Y'all are crazy, by the way.
Yeah,
But
wow.
we're just gonna move past this. Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 251. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
This
You
was a
Oh
good
shit,
shit,
chapter.
wanna
this makes
say it?
so much more sense.
It's
Holy fuck.
it's really, really cool.
It is cool.
It's I am mixed on this chapter, personally.
Oh.
So
Thought it was like
in terms of like the fight, I love everything about the action we get. I'm gonna start off positive. I think the action's all really cool. I
The
like,
pre-slander
I like the whole
preamble.
thing where, what was that? What was that, buddy?
I said the pre-slander preamble.
Yeah, man. I'm being nice. So look, like I love the last Sukuna finger coming into play. That's really cool.
That was really good. I'm so happy they made use of that.
I love how brutal this section is. Like everything with Yuji is so good. Where he gets cleaved, uses the blood to like spit it on his face and everything. Like that's really sick. And he just goes for like the knee on the face, the punch. It's all really like just even how it's all paneled. It's all just really like harsh and brutal to look at. It gets across how like strong they are really well with the art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the fight. Now, two things don't love. So the Megumi stuff, I want to say, makes perfect sense why he is the way he is. A lot of people are getting on his ass, and in that way I will defend him because it's reasonable why he is the way he is.
Yeah, he should
right
give
now.
up.
Yeah.
He should. Like, frankly, he has nothing. You know,
He literally doesn't
Alright.
have. Yeah, he doesn't.
he just doesn't have
Hold up.
anything.
Actually, I'm glad we brought this up first because I wanted to bring this up. Like, okay, fine. And I mean, because I can't. Like, all right, so yeah, you accidentally killed your sister, and now, or after you learned she was cursed by a sorcerer, or for years, rendering all your efforts to save her moot. Boy, walk it off.
Wah, wah, wah. I don't want to fucking hear it.
His life is over, bro. It's done. Fucking wrap it
Bro,
up.
his sister
literal
is gone, and he
purpose
can't
is
summon
gone.
Mahoraga anymore, bro. He has nothing
Yeah.
left.
He can't
Bro,
even
it's-
kill himself now.
It's over now, dog. Go get a hobby or something.
Hey, man.
My
Get
whole
into ships in a
thing
bottle or some shit. I don't know.
is just, man, I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Like,
Damn.
Well, you're a
here's the
sociopath,
thing, and you
as
know,
we all-
maybe some of you still do. But do y'all remember the time when, like,
I bet you remember.
we liked Megumi?
No.
Hey, man, I remember the time.
remember that.
I remember the time I used to like Megumi. I'm rereading JJK
remember-
now, and I like Megumi.
Right, because he was... And now the whole thing with his sister, like, it's just that, you know, it's so apparent that the whole reason Sumiki existed was so that she could get taken over and be a source of Megumi's despair.
Yeah.
Like, which just makes me not care about her at all.
I mean,
And I just don't care about this plot point because he's given it, like, Akutami's given it no, like, emotional weight aside from, hey, look, Megumi's sad. If I'm not feeling even a fraction of that sadness, then it ain't gonna hit. If I don't have a reason to care about Sumiki, this moment's not gonna hit. And guess what? It don't hit.
Yeah, I
After-
think it. Oh, go ahead, Taco.
After the chapter came out, Zenith, me, Sky, and Sage were all talking in VC about it. And me, Sage, and Zenith, to varying degrees, I don't think any of us were big fans of this chapter. Sky was a bit more positive on it. And we basically, you know, we had the sentiment that Zenith just shared, where it's like, yeah, I don't care about Megumi. Like, I'm not invested in his struggle. And Sky was like, well, why not? And we're like, I don't know, it just doesn't care. And Sky was like, well, I feel like we're supposed to care about Megumi. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't. Like, I get that, but it's like, I don't at all, you know?
Yeah. I think the thing about it, for me, is what you brought up, Zenith, where it's just like Akutami hasn't really done enough to make me invested in Sumiki to care about this. And usually I don't think that in itself would be a problem. Like another series I'm I guess rereading. I haven't finished it, but I'm rereading through the parts that I have finished. Dragon Ball, right? Where I don't really care that much about Grandpa Gohan, but I really like Goku. So like seeing Goku's reaction and how seeing Gohan affects him, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like this. But that's because we have a lot of the series to sit with how Goku feels about Gohan. And like when we get that reunion, we get to see Goku's reaction. While we do have a lot of the series with Megumi and his feelings towards Sumiki, even though I wish we got more, but that's a discussion for another time. I think the biggest thing is Sumiki gets taken over. And before we can really sit with that for Megumi, it's wham! Now you're Sukuna, little nigga. So now we don't really get to like feel the weight of that. And then when Sukuna kills Sumiki, we just see Megumi like, oh, sadness.
Ah, man.
Yeah. So there's that working for me. There's also just the question of like, Megumi, how are you still like functioning? You just took 5 unlimited voids
That's
to the
what I was
dome.
going to question.
Yeah, so like
He's
how are
still
you still like even speaking right now? That in itself is fucking impressive. I will give the bum that. But yeah, for me it's just a thing of I don't really care too much about saving Megumi at this point. If he comes back, whatever, but I'm totally fine if Sukuna just dies and that's it.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I just
Damn.
find it really weird, personally. Like, not even just this chapter, but just like overall as a final arc. Whereas, like, maybe this is what Akutami's going for, because typically in a fight like this, in a final epic battle like this, where there is a character that needs to be saved, that would be like the main emotional stake of the whole thing.
I feel the same way.
And
I
now,
think I know where you're going.
I have a lot of problems with, for example, in Black Clover, the Spade Kingdom arc. I do not like that arc. I have a lot of issues with it. At the very least, it understood its emotional stake and who need it, because the whole point of that arc, yes, there's the end of the world. It never forgets that the whole point of that arc is rescuing Yami as its emotional stake.
Mm-hmm.
And again, a lot of issues there. Personally, it doesn't forget it, but it's so weird in JJK because literally they make jokes about how like the characters aren't making jokes, but the series is sort of joking.
No,
like,
the
oh,
characters are making jokes. Because
okay, a little
remember,
bit, but more like
Yeah.
the part where it's like, oh, did he forget he's trying to save Megumi?
exactly,
It's like,
yeah.
what a weird thing to do.
It's
Like,
very strange. Yeah, because because I remember conversation about it. I think we brought it up on the pod. I don't know if we did. I remember talking to one of my coworkers at work about it. Maybe that's what. But it's like, hey, how come Gojo didn't just beat up Sukuna and Kenjaku like as soon as he came out of the box? Like, I feel like he could have beat those guys. And it was like, well, maybe he was just planning on how to save Megumi. And then after a month, Gojo's plan is, I'll worry about that later. Okay.
Yeah, he flat out said like, yeah, I will literally just fucking kill you
Yeah,
in 9 ways.
I'll worry
Then I'll
about
just worry
that.
about it later.
Yeah, I think his exact quote is like, I'll worry about saving Megumi after I kill you. It's like, okay. Cool. Glad to know.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah, thanks. So that's the big thing.
Akutami's basically saying like, don't worry, guys, I haven't forgot,
Yeah.
but I will make him suffer.
Like, saving Megumi at this point seems so much like a non-factor to me, just because of like, oh, the gags about it early on, and like, okay, we have like Gojo versus Sukuna, then we have Sukuna beating the dog fuck out of Kashimo, then we have Yuji and Higuruma jumping in. Then we cut away to fucking Kenjaku and his plans with the merger. Then we have gag comedy manga for like a month. Then Yuta ends that shit. Then we cut back. We get some interesting stuff. Oh, Higuruma dies. And like all this extra shit centered around taking down Sukuna. And even like promotional stuff, like the color page was just like, oh, the Shinjuku raid boss, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like you could have tied that to saving Megumi, like Yuji's plan of trying to like affect the soul and get into Wake Up Megumi, I feel like that could have been good if there was, I guess, more of an emphasis on it. Like if there was more of an emphasis to save Megumi, when I feel like there really hasn't been. Yeah.
Due to the fact that like where we are right now, because I thought about this, is like they are literally on like plan D, if not fucking plan E right now. In terms of like everything that they're doing. Everything that they've done is just like, yeah, it's all about just beating Sukuna. Saving Megami, I guess we could try and do that, but it's like, if that was really their number one thing, okay, why didn't they send in, you know, the 2 people who have specific abilities and weapons to like do that first?
Yeah.
But they didn't.
It was like their entire plan has just been around to beat Sukuna, which makes sense. Like that in itself isn't a problem to me. It just feels like, okay, saving Megumi is like an afterthought, which is very weird considering it's the main emotional beat of the arc at this point. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it.
I understand, for example, if like, you know, obviously if you're gonna have someone fight Sukuna, you send out Gojo first. And Gojo does not have a way that he himself can save Megumi. And so you know, if they wanted to like bring that up, for example, like, hey, you know, Gojo will kill him if he can, because generally speaking, what's at stake if Sukuna survives and beats all of them is way higher than losing Megumi, practically speaking. So, but they don't bring that up. They don't like really go into that. It's like you might have to give up on saving him because
that's what I'm
is
saying.
At stake.
Yeah,
and it's like, but that's not really mentioned. That's not like, because that would be an emotional moment, for example, like for Yuji, right?
Yeah,
but it's not actually. Like, it's a joke during the Gojo fight.
Gojo literally says, like, you look like your dad, therefore I can beat the shit out of you.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing
He's
to
literally,
say.
no, it's even worse than that. He was like, I bet you thought that I would, you know, hold back because of Megumi, but I've been training not to. Fucking all right.
That was the whole month.
I put Megumi's face on fucking punching bags and I've been pummeling those shits, dude. It's like, all right, dude, cool.
I mentally prepared myself to kick the shit out of my student.
Yeah, like I was thinking the exact same thing, Zenith. Like it would have been a very emotional moment for like Yuji or someone on the battlefield to like come to the realization, like, I don't think we can afford to save Megumi. And who knows, maybe we'll still get to that point. But I feel like in this chapter, having Megumi be like, no, bro, like give up on me, I don't care anymore, is just going to be more incentive for them to try. So I don't think we're gonna get that moment in this fight. Could be proven wrong, obviously.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's just weird. At the end of the day,
yeah.
I think one thing when I look back at JJK, and obviously this could change with coming chapters, but when I look back at this like final confrontation from Gojo versus Sukuna to now, I'm going to think that was really cool. That was really well constructed. There was a lot of interesting choreography, but I don't think I'm going to remember it in an emotional sense.
I think the key word. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I think that's interesting because that's not something I would say about the rest of the series entirely. I think there has been some pretty great emotional beats there as we go through it. I'm curious what Akutami's mindset is when it comes to how he's approaching this series right now.
Fucking finish.
I guess
Yeah,
that might be
get to the end. Yeah, because I was about to say, I think if I could sum up how I feel about this final arc in one word, it would be unfocused. Because there's just so much stuff happening right now. And it's kind of like, how do I say this? I don't want to say like, what's the point? But like, it's kind of hard to latch on to something like the whole thing about Sukuna learning what love is. It feels like we might get some more stuff on that soon, but for the longest time, that was just like almost never a thing. And then we cut over to fucking Kenjaku and Takaba, and it's like, okay, you know, this has nothing to do with what's going on until the end. We get back on track with Yuta killing him, so that was good. And then we cut back over to Yuji and Sukuna, and it's just like, oh, well, I think we were able to bring down Sukuna. Nope, just kidding. No, he's super strong. And even stuff of just like, oh, well, now Gojo's out of the story, or like Gojo's in the story and he has nothing to say about the story. Now we fight. Like, just a ton of stuff that's going on, and a ton of stuff that could have happened had we just focused in on some more stuff, which is why I love the moments where we do. Like, I love the stuff with Sukuna thinking about why he doesn't like Yuji, or Yuta, as shitty as the translations were that week, like him thinking about like what happened with Higuruma and how he feels like it's his fault, and then opening his domain. I like that. But a lot of stuff in this arc doesn't really get that attention. It doesn't really get that tender love and care. So that would be how I would describe it, just unfocused for a majority of it.
With this arc, I'm basically learning that without a shadow of a doubt, Akutami doesn't want to write characters. He just wants to write cool. He just wants to write cool concepts, and then he realized, oh shit, I can't just have the power exist. I got to give it to a character. And then he realized, well, that's no fun. Like, I'll just get rid of the character and then literally give it to someone else. And it would be something if it happened like once or twice, but it's happened so many fucking times.
Yeah, like let me tell you, I feel like I was thinking about this yesterday, so I'm so happy you brought it up. I feel like, and I'm bringing it back to Yorozu, very beautiful to me. I feel like that fight, another reason why it exists other than to just give Sukuna, I guess, a reign over Megumi's body, is to just show off some of the stuff that Ten Shadows can do. Because holy fuck, did Gojo versus Sukuna not do that? It was literally, Megumi's big issue was like, you rely too much on Mahoraga. And Sukuna said, you want to see a Mahoraga merchant? I got you, my boy.
Stop relying on Mahoraga. I will do exactly that.
Yeah. It's like, why didn't you just do more stuff, Megumi? You got to tap into your potential with this treasure I summon looking ass nigga. Come on, bro.
Hey, you want to know what's even better with the Yaozu fight? Because I brought this up to my friend yesterday, because she loves talking about JJK with me. I realized, oh yeah, that's right. You know, with Yaozu, what was her curse technique? Construction. Who else had construction?
Yeah.
It was Mai. And it's like, well, I don't want to write about her. Just fucking kill her. I want to write about someone who can create not a bullet, but bug people and liquid nitrogen and shit that doesn't actually exist, and then kill them. It's like, okay, yeah. I guess you got what you wanted. You got to draw cool stuff. Yeah.
We are on the third person who can use piercing blood, Your Honor.
Yay.
A third piercing blood has hit the towers. Yeah, it's fucking, yeah, I mean, I don't mind too much with that, as much as I'm joking about it. I don't mind too much about recycling abilities, because I do think they're cool. But no, I just wish more was done with them at the end. I wish more was done in general in the final stretch of JJK, but yeah, I think Akutami just wants to wrap things up.
Here's the thing. I agree with everything you guys just said, completely, wholeheartedly.
Right.
I have another big problem with this chapter. That's unrelated to all that.
Yuta almost dies.
Not kinda. It is kind of related to that.
That is
like
weird.
That specifically. How the
We'll
fuck
get to
did
that.
Sukuna even do that?
What's up?
How did Sukuna even fucking do that?
So from what at least IMO,
You really asking that question at this point.
because it looks like, oh no, that was before he
No,
did
let's break it
Jacob's
down.
Ladder. Yeah, no, you're right.
Zenith, Sage, and I were talking about this, and we read the chapter multiple times, and we were like, wait, this makes no goddamn sense. Because their entire plan was to get Sukuna inside Yuta's domain, and Yuta's domain sure hit effect was Jacob's Ladder, because they know it would fuck him up really badly.
Yeah.
So he was using Hollow Wicker Basket, which was keeping one of his mouths and two of his hands busy. He says as much. Like, I can't, now that I've basically been nerfed and they're going to keep hitting me. That's cool and all. Then in this chapter, Yuta rips out the tongue out of his stomach, slices his mouth so he can't speak. They slice off one of the hands, slice the other hand in half, and then Rika's holding the other top two hands. Hit him with Jacob's ladder. Then Yuji punches him. He sees Megumi. I'm not questioning that. That to me makes perfect sense. The Megumi stuff. Again, I think that's fine. Why Megumi would feel that way. Then Sukuna chants and uses the world-cutting slash on them and breaks free. And then in the next panel, we see his hands are still fucked up, his mouths are still fucked up. Yeah. Rico is holding his two his intact hands. How did he even do that?
I am not sure because I thought beforehand, because I didn't even notice. I thought Yuji punched him so hard, it fucked his mouth open. I didn't see Yuta slash it. So what I thought originally,
his upper mouth is completely sliced, his jaw all the way up.
Yeah.
And it's still bleeding in the fucking
at the end you can still see the open wound.
So what I thought originally was the one arm that Yuta not Yuta, but the one arm that got sliced off originally, page 13 has it, when Yuji's running at him to hit him to access Megumi's soul, he has an arm missing. I thought maybe he was healing that because in the page before he just gets nuked by Jacob's ladder. So maybe, Yuji is covering the arm there. Maybe that regrew somehow. That's literally the only thing I got though.
Second to last page, arm gone.
Yeah, it's still gone.
Oh yeah, it's still gone, huh? All right, yeah. Then,
this is my problem. This is my fucking problem with this. This is a really insanely quote unquote cool fight, but Sukuna can just break the rules whenever he fucking wants. Why should I be invested in the fucking minutia of these plans? Why should I care about how they're executing these fucking plans when Sukuna can just not play along?
Yeah.
You
want to know what goes with that,
die.
Taco? I had a similar what was it oh god, here we go again with this bullshit, because I knew Sukuna was gonna pull some horse piss and I think this is just due to translation, when I read the chapter when it first came out and stuff, but it was basically the moment where he let go of Hollow Wicker Basket, and the translation, it more or less said oh, on a gamble, and it's no more of that bullshit, please. That's the only reason he always fucking gets away with this shit. Because the story says, well, Sukuna's gonna try something that he may not know if it's gonna work. Well, guess what? Now it works. And it's well, how is that fucking fun, dude? What the hell? He's literally breaking every rule imaginable. It's not even bending the rules, it's literally breaking them.
The plot bends around Sukuna. Yeah.
It's literally stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know any other words to describe it. It's literally stupid.
Stupid.
Well, another thing, and I saw Sailor tweet about this, because this entire chapter reignited the conversation.
Oh my god,
Gojo.
let these niggas know! Let them know!
It's just stupid.
Yes!
Did Gojo not hear him chanting?
Oh my
Did he
god!
just not know that he was about to attack him? Why did it...
Finally!
How did that even fucking hit him? Why did any of this fucking happen?
Bro,
okay.
Listen, I jumped in the air when I saw that tweet, bro. I was kicking my feet. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was so goddamn excited because I remember when I called that out on and off this podcast. I was like, hey, so Gojo has the 6 eyes. He's amped off 4 black flashes, and he has RCT back, and he can teleport. So why did he not just do anything about Sukuna just chanting? And people called me a fucking idiot for bringing that up. They were just shut up, bro. It's just different. There were people who had actual things to say in our comment section for that week, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for actually having a discussion. But now we know now we know, we've seen it enough times. We know that Sukuna's slash doesn't, because that was the big popular one in the comment section, was like, it just kind of like, what if it's like an auto hit sort of thing. Like it just kind of lands on you basically, so you can't dodge it. Then we saw fucking Kashimo dodge it. And it's like, what? How can he dodge it, but not Gojo? So now I am so happy. People are like, wait, did Gojo just sit and watch this nigga chant? Why did he not do anything about it? Is he dumb? Oh my god.
What you don't understand is that getting a verbal heads up is more effective than having the 6 eyes.
It's more effective than having the 6 eyes, bro. Because Gojo had like 4 different reasons why he shouldn't have gotten hit with that attack. And then he just gets hit by it. And people are just like, what, are you dumb? He told Kashimo to dodge and not Gojo. Duh. Like,
I think at this point, I don't care if you're the biggest Sukuna dick rider or the biggest JJK dick rider. It is fucking undeniable. The plot fucking bends itself around Sukuna to make him come out on top every single time. And it's like, okay, if it happens once or twice, fine. It happens consistently
all
over
the time.
and over.
The same arc,
It's like, at
dude.
what point are we going to be like, this is bullshit?
And like a big part of this isn't that it bends for him. Because whatever, this was brought up in a previous conversation a while ago. It's okay to have your main villain be really lucky, if that's the point.
Yeah.
But it's not the point, as far as we've been told. He's just like, oh my god, he's so good, he's so strong. No, he's lucky.
Yeah,
He's incredibly lucky. Yeah.
and it's
literally
so...
the definition of being lucky if you gamble all the time and you just happen to fucking win. That's the definition of luck.
Yeah.
It's really strange because his fight with Gojo genuinely has some of the most, like just the best usages of Jujutsu sorcery in general.
Yes.
Like, it clearly presents him as someone who is so fucking good at this, that he has had so much experience, has fought countless battles, and is so adept that he can just pick up a new technique and use it at peak performance right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fight ends because he rolled a good gacha roll on Maharaga. Like,
Bro,
that's so weird to me.
It's not even that, bro, because he gets the good roll, and then he's like, okay, win condition achieved, let's get it. And Gojo said, shut your lame ass up, nigga. Black flash, red, psych, purple. Like, this shit was insane. And then Sukuna's just sitting there in the rubble like, damn, I got fucking cooked. And then he got fucking Gojo looking at him like Kurt Angle. And Sukuna's like, you're really just gonna let me chant? Gojo's like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Remember, guys,
Nah, I dodged.
remember, Sukuna would have beaten him even if he didn't have 10 shadows. If he recalled correctly, he would have had it in the bag. No matter what.
Bro, that is,
getting knocked
listen,
out on purpose was part of his plan.
listen, oh my god, I cannot. You're taking me back to Nam, bro. I got flashbacks, man. Because the entire fight posed Sukuna as the challenger. There is so much shit. Like, I don't know why Sukuna, like, fans don't talk about this, because this is genuinely so good. The entire fight poses Sukuna as the underdog. For one, he can't just use his curse techniques willy-nilly because he has to constantly use amplification to even, like, try to damage Gojo. So there's one, you know. He also has to hold back his cursed energy, which, by the way, the more this continues, fucking why? Like, why did you feel the need to hold back? You're already, like, leagues ahead of everyone else, but whatever, right? He felt the need to hold back so he could run the gauntlet versus everyone. Okay, cool. Then on top of that, he's going up against Gojo, who has infinite cursed energy practically, and a Gojo who also doesn't have to hold back. So Sukuna has to go this whole fight trying to bring Gojo down to a level where he's like, okay, now I can beat you, right? And it's part of the reason why he got pummeled so much and, you know, had that plan constructed around Mahoraga and learning how to get past the infinity. This makes Sukuna, like, this genuinely, we talk about Sukuna lucking out and how dog dick ass it is. I hate that shit. But this is a very good way of handling it. Having Sukuna, this is a combination of 10% luck, 20% skill, all that bullshit, right? So I can stand that. But then 236 comes out and says, nah, Sukuna would have diffed that nigga anyway. Okay, bro. Like, now I have to look back at this whole fight, and now it's like, oh, so the challenger was just the fucking world champ the whole time? He could have fucking annihilated Gojo even without Mahoraga? Why? And then people in the community will look at you with a straight face and say, I don't know, he just would find a way. What in the fight would make you feel like he would? Like, it's, man, it's so much, chat. It's so much. And seeing Sukuna luck out time and time again, I didn't even notice it in this chapter because I just gave him the right away. But now, you're stopped at the light, buddy. We gotta pull your card, and you're a fraud. Oh my god, man.
Sukuna fans believe in him like he's the fucking main character.
Is he not?
Hey, bro, the first chapter
He's not.
is literally titled after him.
Because he sure as shit feels like it at this point.
He's not.
God
Don't you know?
damn.
Sukuna is him. It's literally him. He's Jujutsu Kaisen. It's him. He's the sorcery fight.
He's the sorcery fight. Yeah.
He was our dude. Fucking
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen the entire time.
He is our special, for real. No cap.
Oh boy.
Yeah, nah. Here's the thing, man. I can appreciate this chapter from I think the chapter's cool. Like they're fighting and whatever. That's
exactly.
cool.
Yeah, honestly, it made me appreciate Yuta a lot more.
But
'Cause,
yeah, like all the
just
actual,
being able to
like,
do this shit
There's
is
so
pretty
much
neat.
cool shit. I love seeing characters like fight Sukuna in the meantime while they're doing cool shit because it feels earned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, that's what really rubs me the wrong way because it feels so cheap. Because it's like, here you have these characters that Yuta and Yuji and Rika, it's like they're trying so hard. If they make one mistake, it's fucking over for them.
They literally
And they have this
strategized
plan.
around everything, bro.
Yeah, I
They
actually
had
really
this
like the
entire
plan.
plan.
They read
that
him
took
like a
into
book.
account- They made this entire plan that took into account fucking everything.
Yes.
They did not have a single thing like that wasn't covered. And Sukuna just fucking beats them anyway.
Yeah. Like-
what else could they have done differently?
Bro.
Like I said, the Megami stuff is fine. I'm like,
That's
It's fine.
character driven.
yeah, that's character stuff. I think it's fine that like that part
That's
of the plan
whatever.
didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that didn't
we can
work.
worry about that later. Yeah.
But how the fuck did Sukuna just come back immediately and fucking like slash them? Like
It was literally like, he was like, okay, I think I'm gonna take a gamble. They're like, nah, nigga, we are friends with Hikari. We know an addict when we see one.
we know a real gambler. when
We
see
are
one.
jumping you, nigga. And they had even that planned. Like, they literally, like, bro, this nigga just got the world dismantled, like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, and they hopped back in the lab and they were cooking up a plan for that. And then they planned around it, and then they still get hit by it because LOL Sukuna wins. Oh my.
It is basically nearly the same thing of what happens to Gojo, where it's like they can everyone knows that like what they're doing, they can fucking win, but the story itself says like, well, you can't.
Yes,
you can't
it's
because you would just end the story. Like
it's
you just
literally
have to lose.
It's literally, and I've brought this up in the Gojo fight, so I'm happy you brought it up again, Jigga. It's like in video games where you beat the fuck out of someone and you go to a cutscene and you lose. That is this fight.
It's basically like nerdy as shit I'm about to say, but like if you get far enough in like the original Pac-Man, power pellets just stop working. It's basically the game saying like, no, you had your fun. Stop playing. Go away. You got the high score. Go away. Let someone else have a turn. And that's literally what happens here. So now Maki shows up.
Man, that's my tribal chief though. I love seeing her. I'm happy to see my tribal chief. She always brightens my day. But
I mean, it's
fuck,
cool
man.
that she shows up, and it's
But
you know,
fuck.
it's like the Toji moment.
Balling in the streets, no more. We're here.
But
Yeah.
that's the problem, right? It's like, okay, cool, Maki's here. She's gonna do something, and it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
Like it's like
That's-
like what's gonna happen next?
That's
Fucking
the
Sugaru's
thing.
gonna find a way out of it.
Yeah, because we brought it up before, but it's like it's so hard to believe in the characters at this point. That's another reason why I think, at least for me personally, I'm not as invested, because I always have to. I'm bracing for impact for fucking strong dismantle jump scare. Like, I have to wait because it's just like, oh man, these guys are doing so much good shit. This is awesome. I'm loving this stuff, man. Wow, a ton of good stuff is happening. Character stuff is going on. Oh, dude, this is so cool. Oh, they planned for this. Wow, this is really awesome. What else is gonna happen? Shut up, nigga. Strong dismantle just fucking ruins everything, and I just
that's a nice plan and argument. Dismantle.
yeah, bro. It's just like, oh my god. So that's another reason why I'm taken out of some aspects of the story. I mean, obviously, me personally, I am so in love with the story. You know, I'm gonna be there for every chapter. I'm gonna be there to talk about it because this is just one of my favorite stories of all time. But it's a byproduct of me being so invested that, like, it's a double-edged sword, bro. I'm too deep. I love this story so much, so it hurts all the more when it's just like, fuck. So I feel like this is a good transition into asking, do you guys think Yuta is cooked? Because
this is a really conflicting thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Because originally I said no too, and then I thought about it.
My whole thing is, if you look at the panel or the page or whatever, right?
Same thing, yeah.
Bro is in half.
Yeah,
like on
exactly.
one side, you can see the wound, and you can see that exact other wound on the other side.
Yeah.
All across him.
Yeah.
Bro is in half. And
Yuji is not.
Gojo ain't coming back from that, I don't see why Yuta would. And like, but it's Yuta. What?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
remember,
such a shitty death. Like,
yeah,
that would suck.
But besides, like, to me at least, as weird as it's gonna sound, besides Sukuna obviously and Maki, I feel like Yuta is like one of the few characters who could come out of this alive. As in, like, he's one of Kage's favorite characters.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think for me, I feel like Yuta is surviving because I was thinking about it, because they were also gassing up like Sukuna's cursed energy is weakening, like his output is weakening, and I was like, maybe that affects world dismantle, but then I was like, well, it shouldn't because it's targeting the world. That doesn't make sense. And then I thought about it, and I'd be like, would that stop Akutami though? I don't know if it would. So I feel like Yuta he'll be okay. I feel like it could. I don't even know how he comes out of it, but I feel like he could come out of it somehow.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like the problem. Is
Grabs
kind
a
of
sword with the best reverse curse technique imaginable.
Yeah.
It's kind of a lose-lose either way, because like what Zenith brought up, where it's like, well, if Gojo died from this, why the fuck would Yuta survive? So it's like,
Yeah.
if Yuta survives, that makes Gojo dying to it even dumber, which then it already is. And if Yuta dies, then that's quite literally dog water. Like, so either way, it's
Dude,
like, this sucks.
Akutami's speedrunning to make all the enemies on the planet imaginable.
Bro, yeah. If Yuta died this way, listen. I know I and plenty of other people say this. We say this statement hyperbolically, jokingly, you know. But genuinely, if Yuta dies here, this needs to be studied.
Yeah.
Because this is just
Yeah.
like how not to treat your characters 101. Him and Gojo is just like, damn, man. Because this just feels like such a weird and random moment for Yuta to go. I mean, he did have the Yuki thing, you know, Yuki being like, oh, I can win, and then just immediately losing, you know. Yuta had that, where he was just like, oh, I don't have to fear it anymore. We can do this. And then, you know, gets hit with that. So, I don't know. I want to bring up, oh, go ahead, because I was about to change from what we were talking about.
If Yuta dies here, I genuinely think that would be shit enough that I think it would quite literally, like, our agendas would all, like, just fucking, we'd take a break from them for like a week. Like, no Yuta slander, no Maki slander, no Yuji slander, just solidarity and just like how fucking dog water that would be.
How ass this is, bro.
Yeah, because it's like, man, what?
And that's crazy too. I was like, man, this actually, man, Yuta's kind of sick in this. Like, he's not even my favorite character. Just like, yeah, no, Sailor and everyone else is right. It's like, damn, he fucking went back to the lab and was just like, all right, I came up with a fucking 90-page essay on how we can beat him now, despite the fact that he just learned like 2 more techniques and everything. I got this. Like, damn, that's really cool. Okay, well, now he's just gone from the story. Okay, well,
all right, yeah.
Silly me for liking a character, duh.
I am terrified because another thing, if I could compare it, well, it's not with Yuki, where it's just like, hey, we saw everything Yuta can do in a fight, so power scalers, y'all are up. He's gone now.
You're up next.
Yeah, hey, look, y'all saw everything he could do in a fight. Y'all saw his domain. Okay, cool. Kiss him goodbye. Like, oh man, dude. I am so terrified for that to happen. It like
if Yuta dies, Maki is next.
Yeah, I feel like if that happens, because like Yuta, if Yuta goes out here, that's criminal. That's just, it should be against the law. I have faith. Yeah, I have faith that I think he's gonna somehow survive it. But again, that's just, I genuinely do think they're going to explain it as just like, well, his output weakened, so like his world slash wasn't as tough, even though that makes no sense. This is the same, like I was rereading JJK, and it was funny seeing this, but it should be something that should be brought up here, where Akutami was just like, yeah, I'll just have it to do with exponents instead of multipliers for Black Flash, because exponents sound cooler. And then his editor was like, you do realize that's like less than multipliers in this instant, right? Like it doesn't really amp their power at all. Like, I forget what power it was, but it was just like, I think it was like 1 to the 2.5 power. It was like, that still equals 1, you know that, right? And he was like, oh, I didn't know that, actually.
And it made it so that made him have to do it so cursed energy starts in a unit of 2.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Yeah.
Why does he have so much math? He doesn't know math.
He's admitted he doesn't know math.
No, that's why I genuinely, unironically always say, like, the reason why he hates Gojo is because he was mathematically proven wrong on how his power works. And he's like, well, man, fuck him then.
Yeah, man.
I get so many people coming into, like, my video comments trying to explain to me how Gojo's power works, and they, like, always use this insanely complicated stuff, and all I can think is that Gege would not understand what they're talking about.
No. Gege literally was like, all right, so in order for y'all to like better understand Gojo's technique, ask your math teacher. This is what he did. So yeah, so I feel like while that is very funny, I feel like it should also be brought up that, hey, it may not make sense, but the man will still do it. So I'm not sure. I want to have faith. Yeah. I want to have faith that Yuta will somehow survive, but I don't know. I think we're on break too, which sucks uber hard. Yeah, so we'll see in like 2 weeks. But is that everything we wanted to talk about with the Yuta section? Because I wanted to bring up something else. Zenith, I know you said you had 2 things that you wanted to talk about with the chapter. I don't know if we covered
that
both.
was the other thing.
Okay.
Was the whole Flash thing, so I'm glad Taco got to that.
Okay, cool. My biggest issue with the chapter, well, I guess it's not my, I guess it's not my biggest one now.
Man, what a bad chapter.
I guess it's not my biggest one now because we brought up the Sukuna stuff. But, you know, when Yuji brings up, like, hey, according to Tsukumo's notes, souls may mix to some degree, but usually they don't become one. And Choso's like, well, hey, aren't you, like, you and Sukuna special? Like, you guys are different from everyone else. And the plot goes, so anyway, oh my God! Like, we are never going to learn anything else, bro. Holy fuck. I couldn't believe that shit, man. I was like, please, just, we're gonna get something, maybe. I mean, it makes sense for them to not know. Obviously,
Yeah,
it makes sense for Yuji or Choso to not know, because, like, obviously, why would they? But it's so frustrating to see it brought up, and then the characters are like, "All right, so," or rather,
Fuck
the
it, we
plot,
ball.
yeah, the plot just like shrugs its shoulders and moves on. So that was originally my big issue, but yeah, now that I've met with the council, there are definitely more issues that I see now. I see the vision. So, yeah, it was an interesting chapter of JJK, but overall, I'm just looking forward to seeing what's next. I am bracing for impact, man. Holy fuck, I am. I am bracing for fucking impact, man. But I guess we'll see it when we see it. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we move on to the next one this week?
I think it's
Nah,
funny
I already got my
that,
Megami slander out of the way. I'm good.
what I brought it up last time where it's like, oh wow, Yuta's wearing his ring or whatever, and it's like it's apparently like on a different finger or whatever. And like the fucking comment this week from Akutami is like, my editor asked me why is Yuta wearing his ring. It was just like, I don't fucking know. And it's like, okay, yeah, okay. Silly.
Fuck, bro.
Fuck, bro.
Dumbass.
Fuck,
Stupid.
bro.
Look at you analyzing shit.
Oh my
Remember
god.
when Yuji was getting cut up, like long before this fight by Sukuna, and his ear healed, and that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Which
Parts
is
of his body
so
were fucked up.
which is so
Yeah.
crazy looking back on it, because he just gave Yuji reverse curse technique anyway. So
Yeah.
like,
damn it.
why not just own it? But all
Yeah,
right,
I'm
I
not gonna
guess.
lie. If I was Akutami in that situation, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna give it to him later anyway. Fuck it. He awoke that shit right now. That was the plan.
Yeah,
Let's go.
like, you could easily have it be a situation where it's just like, I mean, Yuji is like a fucking Black Flash merchant. This man is well in tone with his cursed energy, so you could have it like be this high stakes moment, kind of awakens him to that. Like, you could bullshit some reason for it, but
Right.
whatever. I guess it is cooler that he learned it in a month, I will say, but. Well, actually, I don't know if it's cooler if he learned it in a month compared to that moment. I don't know.
Right?
but
That would be so
that
cool
would be
if
fucking
just like in the
sweet.
crisis of it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't care. He learned Black Flash in a day. I don't
Yeah.
care if he learns RCT fast.
Yeah,
whatever.
right? Yeah. And that
Gojo
would,
learned it in near death.
I
so
was
why
about to
not?
say that would go back to Gojo and like seeing the potential in everybody and all that stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool, but oh well. Oh well. I wasn't gonna read comments because there's just so many of them. But Aaron saying they edging me with the Yuji lore. Ty, you have just infected chat.
You're goddamn right, bro. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Hey man, you are seeping your way in there, man. I respect it. But yeah, we'll read some of chat later. For now, let's just keep plowing through on these chapters. So next up is My Hero Academia chapter 414. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
It reminds me on why I really like Deku.
This was a really good chapter.
I'm very pleased.
I hated it. No, I'm kidding. I thought this was a good
Oh, I
chapter.
hate you.
Oh, damn. So real. I will say the one thing that I was kind of iffy on, because originally it was just like the quirk science stuff, but I think I understand that now. The translations did a pretty good job of explaining it. But beforehand, like, started the chapter where they're just like, oh, Deku, he doesn't really feel like, he doesn't view One for All as a duty. It's just his respect for the quirks that he, like, puts his body out there and stuff like that. When I feel like they're just, like, kind of one and the same. Like, I feel like respect and needing to fulfill that duty to stop All for One and stuff like that, I feel like that could be one and the same. So I was kind of iffy on that. I'm not sure what they're cooking with that, because I know him hurting himself was a bad thing before. Maybe it's like a gray area where, like, yeah, you putting yourself out there is heroic, but also, like, don't fucking do that. I don't know, but that was the one part of the chapter that I felt iffy on. Aside from that, I like this chapter. This was really good.
Dude, that panel on page 11 is so fucking sick. When he, like, punches him in the chest, dude.
Yeah.
That looks so cool.
He fucking hit him with that shit.
Fuck right there, yeah.
Yeah,
My
bro.
favorite part's gotta be
Bro, he
that
bulked
part
up.
with Black Whip. My favorite part's gotta be the bit with Black Whip where he's actually lifting up the entire ground. That was fucking amazing.
Dude,
Black
yeah,
Whip
that
is
was
just
cool.
like one of the best quirks in the entire
It's my
series.
favorite.
Absolutely, yeah.
Black
Hands
Whip is
down.
so insanely cool.
Black Whip is so sick. Yeah, I really liked how even when he's getting, like, hit away like that, he was already planning his next move. It just really
Dude,
goes to
I
show
love
his
that.
his ingenuity with this stuff. The return of the Shiggy Scratch made its comeback. Boy is stressing, so, you know, gotta keep that up. I also I really like the panel is the one on page 9 where it's just Deku coming out and you see the two, like, shines and he's about to fucking annihilate Shiggy right there. It was really cool, dude. I like that a lot. I will say, listen, this is a crazy ass gamble, so that gear shift blowback better be crazy. Because, hey, man, just deciding to give up gear shift, hey, man, I hope it pays off.
At the very least, he did give up the tiredness.
Shigaraki's just gonna be like Deku at the beginning of the series. One hit, limb gone.
Yeah, yeah, which is kind of crazy that I guess the fatigue goes with gear shift.
I do think that's weird.
Yeah.
I guess that's just how it works. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like,
I kind of just like accepted it. Like,
I was
alright,
about
man,
to say
sure.
I've given up on quirk science at this point.
Quirks,
Yeah,
it's funky. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
Y'all don't have to study, bro. It's fine.
like
Yeah,
originally,
right,
yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
school
no, I
for
don't
it,
bother with
so,
this
alright,
series.
you know.
Y'all don't need to whip out the fucking books, bro. It's okay.
Trust me, I'm not. Yeah, I had Zenith explain to me the stuff that was going on in this chapter before because I was like, "What is happening, man?" But
I do think like the whole search trick that Deku did is really clever because that one isn't actually that crazy. That one does just work off established stuff.
Yeah.
That one's that's so clever, actually.
It's
like,
genuinely just probably my favorite moment in the chapter because I love how one of the other users is just like, oh shit, no. It's not like he's just doing that shit on the fly. It's because he's done it before. And that always, like, reminds me, like, oh yeah, that's right. That's why I love Deku, because when he fucks up or, like, fights someone, he actually uses that experience later. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb and just don't remember from other series where it's like a main character will do something and it's like, wow, that was really creative. But it's like, yeah, but they're never really gonna do it again.
my only other comparison is, like, it's not even like well, I guess it is sort of the same thing. But Yuji hitting Mahito with Divergent Fist at the end of Shibuya.
Yeah.
He's like, he can control it at will. Like, what he learned from the Choso fight, essentially. Like, that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Deku doing, like, I feel like nobody else really does it as much as Deku, which makes sense because the dude started from the fucking bottom. So it's really cool to see him bring all these experiences up with him. It's cool.
Just he's being a very tactical fighter now that he's like backed into a corner. Because I everything he does here is good. You know, he does the whole thing where he set up the black chain underneath, like, before this even went down.
Yeah.
just for
Dude,
this
so
moment.
good.
Then he does the decoy, makes usage of smokescreen to make Shigaraki rely on search too much. Then he goes for the punch, and then he just keeps going.
Yeah.
He's just ready to keep going.
Yeah.
It's
Dude
and
is like 10 steps ahead. It's fucking insane.
Mhm. I love seeing Shigaraki's like hand defense form kind of come back.
Yeah, like the
on
hand
instinct,
armor.
because
Yeah.
he's so scared in that move. Like, oh god, I have
Like,
to stop this.
He's gonna punch me again, isn't he? Ah, shit.
He's right behind me, isn't he? Yeah, no.
That's
fucked
so
him up.
cool.
Yeah, it was like instinctually my body is saying, I'm about to get fucking annihilated. I need to protect myself. Bro's fight or flight instinct kicked in. Immediately had to defend himself. Hey, that's what happens when the goat approaches you, man. This is what happens. But yeah, it's really cool to see their memories merging as well. That was a big thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that's gonna play an effect on
They'll definitely
the
make
fight.
some interesting moments, that's for sure.
I think it's going to make the ending hit better, because
Yeah.
obviously you can say like, oh, he's gonna break through to, you know, the Tenko inside, right? He's gonna bring back that more innocent part of him. I think this sort of ending though hits a lot more personally when they're actually able to understand each other better, because they're seeing each other's memories. And I think it'll be interesting because this introduces the possibility of them seeing each other's experiences. Like, imagine Deku seeing Shigaraki's memory of, like, when he's just sort of crying to his mom, and his mom's trying to comfort him about him not being quirkless and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna hit personally. And the other way around, I want to see Shigaraki's reaction to some of Deku's past experiences, see if he has any sort of thought on them. You know, like, there's a lot of potential with this.
You were friends with this kid?
Yeah, Shiraki looking at Deku after he hears Kasha say kill yourself a million times.
I'm not
Is
gonna
your
lie,
boy?
man. I would have dusted him.
Yeah, I just would have just killed him.
Yeah, like
I can see Shigaraki looking at that memory and be like, damn, that Bakugo nigga's aight. I should have recruited him.
Like me for
Damn,
real,
man.
hater.
Damn.
I knew I was scouting the real one.
Yeah. Hey, yo, my fault, bro. I didn't mean to punch a hole through your chest, gang. That's my fault. I didn't know who you were. Hey, I respect it now, gang.
That game.
Yeah, I was not familiar with your game, gang. Hey, dap me up.
Based on a comment, I just realized that both MHA and JJK featured a punch from the main character that was intended to reach, like, the sort of mental space of the main bad guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
No,
that's
you
twice.
tell me
I
both
twice.
series have wishing power?
What happens if I say
I
yes?
wish Megumi would get his bum ass up and do something.
Bro, neither. See, listen, JJK has wishing power. It just gets strong dismantled every time, bro. Every fucking time. God. But yeah, this is gonna introduce a lot of interesting stuff for this fight. I was not expecting the memories to merge. I'm already loving how he's paneling the stuff, like the stuff with Toga and Dabi in the background, and even at the sports fest where it's him, Shoto, Spinner, and Shigaraki on the stage, and they're all just like looking around at each other. Like, this is really cool, man. I'm excited to see what he does with this.
Yeah. Also, just you know, I looked back at the original panel where that Dabi and Toga scene is from. Talk about an art upgrade.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dabi looked like
He looked terrible.
Dude actually looked like he just woke up from the streets.
I mean, technically,
Yeah, I know.
Hey, man. Yeah, no. I noticed it immediately when looking at him. I was like, oh, yeah, this looks way better.
Yep.
Shoto's, his looks good too. I mean, his looked good in the manga, or back then in the manga
I don't
too,
think he
but
redrew that. I think that is just the panel, because that looks,
Yeah.
that panel already looked really good.
it already looked really fucking good. Yeah,
I'm
so.
gonna go check, actually. I'm curious if he redraw that.
But yeah, ton of interesting stuff from this. I'm looking forward to it. Hello, Siva. Yeah. Just good stuff. Just good stuff. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about with this chapter while Zenith goes to look for that stuff?
I think I'm good.
True. Okay, well, let's move on to Chainsaw Man, and then Zenith will tell us if they're the same or not during that. So, right now, let's transition. Chainsaw Man 155. Fellas, how are you feeling about this one? Shouts out.
I think he did redraw it, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, how are you guys feeling about this Chainsaw Man chapter?
I thought it was good.
I
I need
like
to
Naruto's
go-
perspective.
Oh yeah, we did get that.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me who forgot. Let's go. I'm beating
No,
the
'cause
old allegations.
look, man, there's so many chapters coming out on Sunday. Like, I gotta.
You're goddamn right.
This
Hey,
was
man.
like the biggest podcast we've had in a while. So
Yeah,
it
man.
Yeah.
Full pod.
definitely
Yeah.
feels like a lot.
Yeah, dude.
This was really cool because I think it really shows how much Denji mattered to her life. Because it's not like she started as a blank canvas. She started as someone who knew and understood all this stuff, and he still broke through to her.
Yeah.
Like, that's go Denji. That is actually just his biggest W of the series.
Yeah.
Unironically.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
You gotta
man.
give something.
I'm really happy to see this introspection from Naita and just how much of an effect that Denji had on her. It's really sweet. I am worried for her though, immensely. I wanted to ask, do you guys think Naita is going to die? Because I've seen that brought up a ton recently.
Oh god.
I
mean,
would
Just
not,
let Denji be happy, please.
I would not put it past Fujimoto, but
That's
I do
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
Too soon.
Yeah,
I think it's too soon.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd agree with that assessment.
it's so hard because like for me I was like nah, because originally I was like I don't think he would do that, and then I was like no, he absolutely would. This is Fujimoto.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it is.
we could cut to next chapter and Naita could be cut up in the fire. It's like, bro, come the fuck, like Jesus, just the worst shit imaginable. So
Yeah, Fujimoto has zero fucking chill when it comes to character
Fujimoto
death.
writing the most like visceral, like gruesome death in his author comment is just like, I had some nice ice cream from 7-Eleven.
yeah, right. So I feel like it could be tragic in the sense for both Denji and Naita. Denji obviously in the sense of like he didn't know what he had until it was lost, and like Naita just now starting to like find herself and then ultimately dying. It's so hard. I want to say again, it's the same copium that I had for Yuta. I want to say that Naita is just going to be kidnapped, but I would not
Why
be
would they
shocked
do
at all.
that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't think they use her as leverage or anything like that. So, yeah, unless someone comes in to save her, I don't know.
Let's
Fami,
go.
where you go? Where you at,
Asa,
Fami?
wake back up from your nap.
Yeah, Fami, Asa, where you at? Where you at?
Yeah,
fool?
right. Someone do something.
Yeah.
Someone around here.
I do think someone's gonna rescue her.
I hope
think that
so.
is just the
Jesus
only-
Christ.
Maybe
'Cause,
I feel like Asa would definitely be likely in this case, but who knows?
Well,
Fami would
Asa ain't in control,
too.
and
That's true.
Yoru's a dumbass.
Hey, man. Hey, not too
Say
much
the
on my
line,
idiot.
Jigga.
Hey, I'll say
Huh?
it. Asa is a loser, bro. She's a loser. So I don't know if she'd step up. Yoru, just dumb. So I don't know if she'd step in either. I feel like Fami would. At least I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping Fami steps in, because otherwise, yeah, I think Naita might be. It might be Joarida. I shan't cap. But how'd you guys feel about the stuff we got with Denji in this chapter? I mean, it was short, but how'd you guys feel about it?
It really shows just how much Makima affected him.
Yeah.
Like that's sad.
Mhm.
That's so sad. And it's like he does say there's no way I could ever have a family. I mean, I killed my own dad. But like, I feel like you could also kind of extend that to a level of guilt where he, in a way, already killed his newer family too.
Yeah. He even says, like, you threw that all away to be Chainsaw Man. So, yeah. I mean, like, even with this stuff with Naito, like, if he would have just walked away, then the crowd wouldn't have fucking turned on him and Naito. But at the same time, like, I understand why he would do that. I mean, granted, he went fucking crazy, but yeah, it's a tough situation to be in. Such is
Yeah, I
life.
mean, I feel like this also just comes back around.
Sorry.
Like the fact is, he's got to find like this weird, got to find this sort of balance between being Denji and Chainsaw Man, and because like, yeah, he had lost his family, but now he has Naruto, and he's got to learn what to do, and he can do for her as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here's a question, right off the spot, top of the dome. Since he's now in the hospital, who do you think's gonna visit him? Because what else would this series do?
I feel like I want to say maybe Yoshida or Fumiko, maybe both.
I can definitely see Yoshida with his bum ass coming in.
Damn, tell me how you really feel.
God damn.
Yeah, if Fami isn't there saving Naita, then I can see that. But just off first reaction, I'd say that Yoshida or Fumiko. Those are my two picks.
Maybe Fumiko can redeem herself by fucking ditching them.
I think Yoshida's a good bet. Actually, I wasn't thinking about that. I think that's.
Mm-hmm.
I think that worked.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, what else he doing? You know.
Bro, he's running, getting the cardio.
Nothing.
Getting paid for nothing.
Do you think Kishibe comes back? Maybe Kishibe visits him. Kishibe comes
He
out of
left the
hiding.
country. He left the country.
He's not coming back, man.
He's not coming back.
That
He
nigga's
dropped that
in
kid off the
Guatemala.
Denji and he
Yeah,
dipped.
niggas in Uzbekistan right now, bro. He's gone. But yeah, I'm really not sure what the fuck is gonna happen next. Which, you know,
Yeah.
I wish I could provide more analysis, but I am completely in the dark. Are we on break for change? I think we are, because I think it said 9 days when the next one comes out. God damn, bro.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah.
God damn.
I guess
Need
we'll.
some pads. You need some pads for your needs, bro.
What?
You're falling in Walmart.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. But yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see then. But hey, just praying for Naita to be okay somehow. But that's all I really got to say about Chainsaw Man. Is there anything else you guys want to
it's
say?
not a complicated chapter. It's setting up for interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And I am definitely interested where this is going.
Taco, how did you feel about this chapter? I noticed you've been quiet.
I thought it was good.
You said that with the biggest smile on your face. I know you hated this shit.
Genuinely, I didn't think it was bad. I'm being completely serious. I don't have a lot to say about it.
Okay.
I thought it was a good chapter.
Hey, just thought we could see some hate real quick. I feel it,
No hate today. I don't got Sky with me.
Real.
You don't got anybody to drag you down with.
So real. So
Bro,
real.
I can't be hating alone, bro. I get nervous.
Hey man, you gotta go up on stage with another presence. I feel that. Let's switch to Kagurabachi. I mean, Kagurabachi was very good this week. I mean, we won't make a whole segment out of
really
it,
like
but it was really good. Hiyuki, I was right before. I should have never doubted myself. Hiyuki is a dude, so there's that.
Yeah.
Shouts out. I also, yeah, I really like the stuff with Chihiro this week. and just him affirming his resolve, and even the one barrier guy just being like, yo, this dude is a pretty good guy, actually. Like, he's not coming to attack me or anyone else despite me having the barrier up. He's just trying to earn his way past Hiyuki honorably, which is really cool. I also love the paneling of Hiyuki catching the short sword. That shit was sick. That shit was so cool.
So
Yeah.
Dude, I love when he went in for the attack and Hiyuki saw that it was the blunt end of the blade and just fucking let it hit him right in the head.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, get that weak shit out of here.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, come on, bro. I can't get into this until, like, we take this seriously. I'm really liking Hiyuki so far, where he's like,
Yeah.
the fucking barrier guy was just like, listen, Hiyuki, you know that this is a good person, but you are trying to ignore it because of your pride. And you just have Hiyuki on the side like, shut, I'm gonna kill you. Like, we have to fight hard because I need to kill you. I'm really liking Hiyuki so far, man. And I also like how Samurai Boy, I keep forgetting his name, but the blonde guy, him passing out let them out of the barrier. It was another neat way of ending that fight. Neat way of, like, Chihiro's kindness being paid forward in a way, being saved by the person he saved. It was cool. I like it. Kagurabachi, very good. So the editor referred to Hiyuki as a female on Twitter. So, all right. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Am I just going to have to start referring to Hiyuki as they? Like, what's going on here, man? Someone give me the goddamn truth, please. Someone give me the goddamn truth.
Hiyuki transgender.
Listen, man. Listen. Just let me know the pronouns. They will go by that. All right? But, hey, I'm really liking Hiyuki so far. I'm hoping the next arc includes them. It seems like we're setting up for some stuff with the auction, which I'm really excited for, especially with the end of the chapter. Yeah. I'm thinking there might be, like, I don't know what's going down, because when the guy touched the wrapping on the sword, like, the person who was in charge of, like, I guess keeping it in control, like, they twitched a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe they are planning a raid on the Capitol building to kill those people, so they have, like, free control over the swords. I don't know. So, setting up to be really good. Kagurabachi, very good. But with that all being said, I think we are going to get the F up out of here. So, thank you guys so much. We're a little over 2 hours, and we had, like, a lot of people in chat the entire time. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate that. Thank you for the donations. We very much do appreciate that. As always, let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything that we covered here on the podcast. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Period, fucking Blue Exorcist, fucking the Blue Beetle.
Green.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to end your life. But anyway, yeah, any of those chapters, let us know down below which one you guys like the most. And of course, we hope to see you guys back next week. We really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night.